Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Cover Agent Alpha by CodiumAI, increasing your code coverage. Cover Agent Alpha is a tool provided by CodiumAI that helps developers improve their code coverage during testing. Code coverage is a critical metric that indicates how much of your code is being tested by your unit tests. Higher code coverage typically leads to better software quality, as it helps to identify untested parts of the code base. In this tutorial, we will cover the following topics. 1. Introduction to code coverage, what it is and why it matters. 2. Setting up Cover Agent Alpha. 3. Using Cover Agent Alpha to increase code coverage. 4. Example code, demonstrating how to use Cover Agent Alpha effectively. 5. Best practices for maximizing code coverage. 1. Introduction to code coverage. Code coverage measures how much of your source code is executed when your tests run. It is usually expressed as a percentage, with 100% coverage indicating that every line of code has been executed by tests. There are various types of coverage, including line coverage, measures whether each line of code has been executed. Branch coverage, measures whether each branch, example if/else statements, has been executed. Function coverage, measures whether each function has been called. 2. Setting up Cover Agent Alpha. To get started with Cover Agent Alpha, follow these steps. 1. Install the package. You need to install the Cover Agent Alpha package. If you are using npm, you can do this via bash npm install at CodiumAI/CoverAgentAlpha. 2. Integrate with your testing framework. Cover Agent Alpha can be integrated with popular testing frameworks like Jest, Mocha, or others. You'll need to import and configure it in your test setup. 3. Using Cover Agent Alpha. Once you have installed the package and integrated it, you can start using it to run your tests and collect coverage data. Here's a basic example of how to do this in a Node.js application using Jest. Example code. Step 1. Create a simple application. Create a simple JavaScript file named calculator.js. JavaScript // calculator.js. Class calculator. Add a, b. Return a plus b. Subtract a, b. Return a, b. Multiply a, b. Return a asterisk b. Divide a, b. If b equals 0. Throw new error, cannot divide by 0. Return a/b. Module.exports equals calculator. Step 2. Write tests. Create a test file named calculator.test.js. JavaScript // calculator.test.js. Const calculator equals require ./calculator. Describe calculator equals let calculator before each equals calculator equals new calculator. Test adds two numbers equals expect calculator.add 1, 2, .tob 3. Test subtracts two numbers equals expect calculator.subtract 5, 2, .tob 3. Test multiplies two numbers equals expect calculator.multiply 2, 3, .tob 6. Test divides two numbers equals expect calculator.divide 6, 2, .tob 3. Test throws error when dividing by 0 equals expect equals calculator.divide 1, 0, to throw cannot divide by 0. Step 3, configure Cover Agent Alpha. Add a configuration file for Cover Agent Alpha. Create a file named coveragentconfig.js. JavaScript. Module.exports equals / your configuration options here. Coverage threshold. Global. Lines, 80, / minimum line coverage percentage. Statements, 80. Branches, 70. Functions, 80. Step 4, run tests with coverage. Now, run your tests with coverage using Jest and Cover Agent Alpha. Bash. npx jest coverage provider equals Babel. This will generate a coverage report, which you can view in the console or in an HTML report. 4 best practices for maximizing code coverage. Write tests for edge cases. Ensure that you cover edge cases that could break your application. Refactor for testability. If your functions are too complex, consider breaking them down into smaller, more testable units. Use coverage reports. Regularly check coverage reports to identify untested parts of your code base. Set coverage goals. Establish minimum coverage thresholds to encourage thorough testing among your team. By following these steps and practices, you can effectively use Cover Agent Alpha to enhance your code coverage and overall code quality. Conclusion. Cover Agent Alpha by CodiumAI is a powerful tool to improve your code coverage and ultimately the quality of your software. By integrating it into your testing workflow and following best practices, you can ensure that your code is thoroughly tested and reliable.